Okay, welcome back to your online lesson 2 after half term, your animal project. Today we're going to be drawing animal eyes. So hopefully you got on okay with the last lesson. We are building on from that and we're looking at pencil drawing still, but we are looking at it in more detail. So the equipment you're going to need for your lesson today, as always, pencil, rubber, ruler, paper or sketchbook, and patience and determination. But I'm hoping you're going to like this lesson, so it will be something hopefully you'll enjoy. Okay, go on to the next slide for me. Okay, so write down your date and title and underline it with a ruler, so whatever today's date is. Title is Animal Eyes Pencil Sketch, and underline that with a ruler. If you pause this video now and spend 1 minute doing that, and then go on to the next slide for me. Okay, so your Do Now activity is going to take 5 minutes, and I'd like you to write 5 sentences describing the artwork of Carol Gillen. Okay, so I kept this one quite simple for you. So all you're doing is describing both of her pieces here on the right. So you've got an owl and you've got like a cow. So what media do you think she's used? That's what material? Is it pencil, paint, anything like that? What colours can you see? So describe just what colours you can see. You could sort of say in the owl image and in the cow image I can see, etc. Describe the positioning of the animal in her pieces. So what's the layout like? Is it zoomed in? Is it far away? What's in the background, that type of thing. What do you think she is trying to portray through her artwork? So do you think there's a message that she's trying to say to her audience? What do or / don't you like about her work? So you could probably say what you do like about it in a sentence, and then you could also say maybe something you don't like about it, if there is anything you don't like about it. Okay, so give yourself 5 minutes, pause this video now, and then go on to the next slide. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of information. So Carol Gillen specialises in friendly and sometimes humorous animal and pet portraits, aiming to achieve an informal composed painting which is both a realistic likeness and a uniquely distinctive interpretation. Carol employs a plain background to save from any distractions from the animal, be it a curious cow, loving Labrador or beady-eyed owl. We love the playful yet sincere nature of these original paintings, and Carol's commissions often prove to be touching gift. So she's a current artist, she's quite new. She still sells these paintings off online. It's my aim to bring the viewer face to face with a living, breathing animal to make you smile as our co-conspirators want to ruffle their hair and laugh and take them home. So they're meant to be quite fun art pieces, quite nice to look at, quite enjoyable, and just sort of something to bring a smile to the audience's face, which I think is quite nice. I really like the colours that she's used. I think they're, it's really beautiful. So I hope you like her artwork. We'll go on to the next slide. So learning objectives for today, you're going to develop our observational drawing skills using graphite pencil, to learn how to draw an animal's eye, to learn how to add tonal shading to our animal's eyes. Learning outcomes, you have created a drawing of a lizard's eye following the step-by-step video. So I've just put some images down there and you can just see what a variety of animals' eyes, there really are. I think they're really fascinating. They're all different colours, different shapes, different sizes. And really I think they're quite actually beautiful pieces of artwork. And it's something that you might want to have a go at doing in colouring pencils or oil pastels to bring out those colours as well. If you've got some at home, you might want to do that in your spare time. Okay, go on to the next slide for me. Okay, this is your starter. You've got 10 minutes to do it. So as always, if you do your tonal charts down the side of your page, this is crucial so you know what tones you need to apply to your drawing. Okay, so later on, obviously, when you start to work in your tonal shading and stuff, you need to sort of kind of match up the variety of tones, and obviously the darkest tone being the darkest, the more pressure you put on your pencil. So spend pause this video, spend 10 minutes doing your tonal chart as always, and then go on to the next slide. So how to draw the outline of a lizard's eye. So what I've put here is watch this short video. It tells you all about animal sight, slightly more related to science and biology, but I found it interesting. It's only 4 minutes long. So this video here, just get my pointer out. So this video here, it's just something fun really. I just thought it was quite cool, it was quite interesting. And it's more biology based, but just a nice little intro in terms of looking at animals' eyes and stuff like that. I think they're quite interesting. So watch that if you want to. You don't have to. It's not related to art, but it is quite an interesting watch. So I've put up here, drawing animals' eyes. This lesson I have given you a video based on a lizard's eye, but please feel free to draw another animal's eye if you have the confidence to. You may find another YouTube video to guide you through. So I've put here the link, how to draw a lizard's eye. Watch this video up to 1 minute 2 seconds for the outline, and you'll get something that looks like this. So that's the outline. Pause at that moment and just check that everything is accurate, it's all in proportion, etc. And then you'll be ready to go on to the next slide and start thinking about working in tones and shading and things like that. Okay, so what I suggest you do is give yourself probably about 10 minutes to do this. Pause this video now, do this step first, and then join me back on here for the next part. Okay, so next you're going to be working in shading to your animal's eyes. Next you'll be working in, so tonal shading, final details. It's important you take your time and ensure you show a variety of tones. Remember, you can use a rubber to take away some of the graphite for highlights, or just leave the paper white. Okay, so where these white areas are, just leave the paper white, or if you forget and you've covered it in graphite, then use a rubber just to take that graphite away, and you'll still get that sort of whiteness. Okay, these bits here, that is where the artist has pressed really hard to get those darkest tones, but you can see this looks very detailed and very complex, I know, but you followed this video stage by stage. It's only 6 minutes 23 seconds. You will get a really nice outcome. Okay, just take your time and really think about what you're doing. Okay, so if you don't get it all done, that's fine. I'd rather you spend longer on it and get at least a section that's really well done than trying to complete all of it and it's just rushed. Okay, so remember, this video you'll have to access through the PDF version because you won't be able to click on it in here, but take your time and just do your best with it. If you would like to sketch like another animal eye, I think I said this in the last slide, it doesn't have to be a lizard. You might find something else, like another video to follow or something like that. It could be like a cat's eye, or I don't know, a snake eye or something like that you find interesting. That's absolutely fine, but as long as it's got enough detail in there and it's not just like a cartoon outline type thing, that's fine. Okay, right, go on to the next slide for me. Once you have finished working in your tonal shadings, spend probably about 25 minutes working this in and take your time. So pause this video now and watch the rest of this video and start adding in the shading. Okay, so now when you've finished your lizard eye sketch, just like last lesson, I want you to take a photograph of it and upload it onto ClassCharts using the upload button. If you are unsure how to do this, watch Mr. Amdoni's video. Again, I've just attached it there just in case. And look out for any feedback or achievement points you will receive from me for your beautiful artwork. Now, I had a look at yesterday's work. I've seen most of yours, and I've put submitted if I've seen a piece there, and given you an achievement point for submitting it. I haven't given you all feedback yet, but I'm going to do that maybe on Thursday. So I'll probably have a look at this lesson as well then and give you a little bit of feedback. Okay, so please remember to do that. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson, and I will speak to you all next lesson.